Singer Eddie Robinson has recently arrived from Liverpool with pockets full of dreams, but not much more. Luckily, he's found himself somewhere to live. It's not palatial, but it is as cheap as chips.
Spent a couple of days here, looking for accommodation around the apartments and stuff, and I ended up buying a caravan for €500, and I've just got my keys, so going in to have a look. Key for the caravan, very small one for a very big dream. I've never had a caravan before, so I'm not particularly well up on how the caravan community does things, but I'm sure I'll learn.
The previous owner has left him some freebies.
He's kindly left me a quilt, but I will be getting some new bedding, a couple of British sockets for my British laptop and stuff. A couple of tins of beans there. Yummy beans on toast. Who doesn't like beans on toast? Of course, in here we have a little loo. I've never really used one of these things before, so it's all a bit of an adventure.
Especially if he has those beans. Eddie needs to find work, and fast. He's only got enough money to last a month in Benidorm, and he needs to find 225 quid for his next month's rent at the campsite.
I'm trying to live on a budget till a bit more work comes in, so I'll be able to look after myself and hopefully won't have to scrounge off anybody. And the quicker I get gigs, the quicker I'll pay me way.
But with cutthroat competition in the Benidorm entertainment scene, Eddie's future is far from certain. Just a couple of blocks down from Dean, struggling singer Eddie's blown 370 quid on a caravan at Camping Benidorm, and he hasn't got much cash left. But today, he's managed to secure his first audition, next door at Camping Villar, and he sincerely hopes there will be rocking. He's auditioning for Entertainment's officer, Graham Boland.
That'll do for tonight.
It's like somebody going and asking for a job, you know, off the street. Can I have a job? Well, we don't know what you like, you haven't given us a CV or anything. If it's difficult, you just tell them, you don't have to pay me if you don't like me. Essential kit for Benidorm.
Well, that's one fan already.
This is an original song, so if you haven't heard it, you know, it's probably because you haven't heard it before.
Might need to work on your patter a bit.
Why'd you leave me here? Why'd you leave me with nothing left but the memories, baby?
It's vital Eddie impresses entertainment boss Graham. He needs gigs if he's going to stay in Benidorm, and the competition's fierce.
Baby, I've gotta get out, I've gotta
It looks like Graham's recording the performance. Then again, he could be playing Candy Crush. Well, the audience seem to like him, but what about Graham? Eddie's nervous.
It is important to impress them, obviously. If you don't impress them, someone else will get the job.
I've just been talking to the boss there. He's happy as Larry. What he may want is, instead of doing every Monday, do alternative.
It's a start, but 1 gig a fortnight isn't going to keep Eddie in Benidorm. His month's money is disappearing fast, but Eddie's still hopeful that his Benidorm dream will become a reality.
Here I've got to start from the bottom again, and that's, you know, I was expecting to do that anyway, so. But I think, you know, just keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll get the work.
There are hundreds of bars in Benidorm, and Liverpool singer Eddie's been in most of them already, looking for work.
Some bars, they won't have solo acts on. It's a case of, if you're not a tribute act, they won't book you.
Eddie's come to Benidorm after his bookings back home dried up, leaving him earning just 160 quid a week for a couple of performances.
Like in Liverpool, through the week you won't get anything at all. So all your work's got to be done Saturday and Sunday. I mean, people don't even go out on a Friday anymore. With Benidorm, it's round the clock. So a few more opportunities over here.
Fingers crossed. Eddie's only got enough cash to last him a month, and he needs to get gigs quickly if he's going to survive. But it's not going well.
Now, I've no openings for the cabaret at the moment. For July, August, September, we've got our acts sorted.
A couple of bars I've been to, they just straight said no, unless you're a tribute, you can't work on here, which is a bit of a problem for me.
But Eddie's refusing to give up.
I'm a pub singer from Liverpool. I've been over here a few weeks.
Can you sing for us now?
Can I sing for you now?
Could you do that? Jump on a karaoke?
What, right now?
Right now.
That's thrown him.
Just down the road.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
I mean, you might be absolutely fantastic, and you might not.
No, you
For our
don't.
bar.
You don't know what you get until you hear me, do you? Yeah.
You need the words on the screen.
Go on, stick them on just in case I have a blank moment.
There's a man I meet, he walks up our street, he never lets on, but I know cause he once told me that ship of dignity.
All together now.
All together now.
I've just said that.
Set it up, 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 on a ship of dignity.
Wow, it's just like Britain's Got Talent, but with actual talent. Did he make it?
Thank you very much.
You've got a lovely voice, and you really, really have.
Thanks.
Tell you what I've got this week,
Yeah.
Sunday. Perhaps if we got you on at 10,
you know-
leave at
do you know what?
10 to 11.
So if I call in tomorrow with a poster,
fabulous,
about 7
yeah.
o'clock in the evening, yeah. Cheers,
See
Jackie.
you then.
Thanks a lot, love.
Thank you, Dan.
Ta-ra.
Eddie's trial by karaoke has won him another weekly gig, but it wasn't easy.
Slightly odd. I've never been asked to do an impromptu karaoke performance before, but you know, whatever it takes.
Eddie charges 40 quid for a 1 hour gig. A one-off Sunday spot isn't enough to secure his future, but his persistence is paying off for now. As nighttime descends on the Costa Blanca, singer Eddie's on his way to his biggest gig yet, on the Strip. Benidorm's Party Central, where the crowds are usually loud and often loaded. But big crowds aren't a problem for Eddie. He's seen it all before.
I've had some great times. Been with some good bands and that. China Crisis, great band. Spent about 11 years with them. Went all over the place. Probably the biggest crowd I've ever played to. There's about 12,000, I think. And then I started singing on my own. This is my big musical adventure on my own.
The crowd tonight isn't quite stadium standard, but it's big enough for Benidorm, and there's a support act, quite literally.
Nice on, fellas.
Good evening.
Does anyone remember China Crisis?
Moving on. Eddie's been getting work, but it's been a struggle.
I've been doing a campsite, a few bars before or after the bingo. But work's work. Thank you very much.
Well, they might not know China Crisis, but they like already. He gets a warm reception, but more importantly, a fistful of euros, and he's pleased with how it's gone.
Very busy here, as you can see. So it's a good gig to get, really.
With a lot more Scouse determination and a few more gigs like tonight, Eddie might just be on the road to making his Benidorm dream a reality. To save money, many owners store their caravans off-site until their return, and running one of the largest parking compounds is 63-year-old Jordy John Anderson.
Good afternoon, Stones Parking. In this yard, everything comes and goes every day. We store caravans, we repair caravans, we store boats, we store motorbikes. Anybody who wants to pay the money can have their things in here, okay?
John's a long-time resident of Benidorm,
Hola, dígame, John.
and he's had his share of tough times.
I've struggled for 30 years here, and I've been like, had nothing, not a penny in the world, and partners who've disappeared with money and everything else, so it hasn't been easy.
Caravans are John's bread and butter.
The caravans pay the bills. So basically, if you keep the caravan side of it right, then you live free.
But his real passion is rock and roll.
Other people collect stamps. I collect guitars. Simple as that.
John's played tribute to some music legends.
I did a stint with Wivalry for a while,
But that's not all. Tartan out, girls.
and then I got the job with the Bay City Rollers. They asked me to join the tour for 6 months, which is what I did.
But John's more of a rocker than a roller.
I'm a bit of a rock guitarist. It was a chapter in my life I did, and I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, every night. But you can't stand still.
Even though his glory days are behind him, John still loves to play occasional gigs around Benidorm.
This is me noddy holder slate hat. Not for 1 minute am I going to be discovered. I'm for over the hill, but I still have a passion.
Nowadays, life for John is more about touring caravans than touring with the band. Today he's returning one to a campsite.
Okie dokie wokey, off with Johnny Willy Gooey. To store a caravan in here, it's about 450 euros a year. To pull a caravan from England down here and then drive back, you're talking about up to 1,500. So you've got a good 1,000 euros to spend on your holiday, and you don't have the stress of getting it on and off a boat.
But as they arrive at the campsite, there's a bit of a hitch.
Is that it there? This is where you park my bike. You know you can't come on here. I've got my bike parked here.
Oh, yes, he can.
We'll leave his keys in the reception as we go out the gate. Job done, finished.
At Stone's parking depot, it's all hands on deck cleaning the caravans. But boss and former roller John Anderson has other fish to fry. John still loves performing and plays occasional gigs around Benidorm. And tonight, he'll be squeezing into his leather jacket once again.
We're here in Camping Benidorm. It's the first time I've ever played with this guitarist tonight. So he's a very good guitarist, but we haven't practiced or anything, so it's ad-libbed. From the word go, we'll be ad-libbing it.
The caravans are his livelihood, but John's real passion is playing live music, and he's brought enough kit to rig Wembley Stadium.
If you don't do all the preparation, you're the same as everybody else. A guy who stands there with a guitar and strums to backing tracks, fine, great. If that's what you want to do, do it. But not me, I've been doing it too many years to be doing that.
With everything set up and prepped, John heads for home. He'll return later this evening for a night of rock and roll. Tonight, ex-rocker John Anderson's rolling back the years. Caravans might pay the bills, but performing gives the thrills.
Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to hit the floor? Are you ready to shake your body?
John's playing with fellow guitarist and fellow Jordy, Simon Adams.
I'm a session guitarist. I've been all over the world. I come to Spain for a holiday. I did an audition for a laugh. Drunk one night and got a job. I flew over with one guitar, and that was 2.5 years ago.
We have to work. We have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. We have to do the caravans. We have to wash caravans, everything else. That is the bread and butter which pays for all of this. But this is the passion.
It doesn't matter how much money you have, you could never buy what we have. You can't give it away, and it can't be taken from us.
Unfortunately for the guys, tonight's turnout is a little thin.
If you look at the audience, it looks like the crematorium or the embalming salon, but we're going to enjoy ourselves.
For John and Simon, tonight's not about the size of the crowd or the paycheck.
And what would we normally get paid? 200 euros, if you like. Now it's all about stuff the money, let's have some fun. Hey man, it's rock and roll. End of. Simple.
Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Simon Adams on guitar.
It might not be headlining at Glastonbury, but John still gets a kick out of being on stage. And in a place where everyone is chasing a dream and many never achieve it, he's definitely one of the lucky ones.
I get a big adrenaline buzz out of walking on the stage. You can take all the booze and all the drink and all the drugs you want to take, but you can't beat that. It's 100% absolutely fabulous.
And tonight, at least, the crowd are up and on their feet. One man who has predicted the future is entertainment manager Graham. His work stress is back with a vengeance. Eddie is playing a gig tonight and things aren't going to plan.
There's only me to do the both, so I have to do the bingo. I get out with the people checking the things, checking the tickets, and then what happens is I've got to rush out of there and come up here and set all this up ready for the artist. I've got to do it quickly, otherwise half of these will just go.
This should be set up already. The cable should be in, the main should be here, lights should be on, so you've got a bit of light to work with, but nothing, you know. So it wouldn't surprise me if I ended up singing in the dark.
I've asked the bar staff not to put the TV on, the football on this TV, because you'll get somebody sat there. I'm going to have to explain to them, if you want to watch football, you're going to have to go on the TV over there, which causes a bit of friction. Happy days, that kid.
It's the last thing he needs.
As you know, before I was trying to cut down on the hours, on the days, but it hasn't worked out. It just hasn't worked out.
Finally, Eddie starts his set and the crowd love it, but it's never that simple for Graham. A feud between his artist and the bar staff could be disastrous.
Right, I've got to lower this down a little bit. Yeah. Get some etiquette, mate.
What happened in there then? I came out the back, switched stuff off, and then when I come back in, a couple of the customers come up to me and said that one of the waiters had come up and gone like that.
Right up to my face, she went, turn it down now, while I was singing.
There's a lot at stake. It's not every day Graham finds an artist he can rely on.
I've got a funny feeling they've got it in for him, but he's kept the crowd in here tonight, and the crowd have enjoyed him. They've asked him to go on for more. So for me, it's value for money.
But with Eddie's Benidorm career blossoming, he can start to pick and choose. Tonight's events are the final straw at Villar.
I'm glad to be out of it, and I'm kind of disappointed at myself for letting them get the better of me. So I'm not happy about that, but I'm happy I don't have to go through that stress anymore.
The entertainment's business is big business in Benidorm. So many acts are looking for work though, it drives the fees down, and singers like Jill Ryan have to do multiple gigs a night to survive.
You look lovely. See you later. I'm back about 12. See you later.
Jill's got a busy night of performances tonight, so Maria's home alone researching family trees. She's turned a hobby into cash.
See you later. It's like 9 o'clock now. I've got like 2 gigs. I'll be back by 12 o'clock at night. But it feels like absolutely ages because we just are together all the time. Look, I'll get back later on and then we'll watch a bit of telly, and that's the best part of the night.
But it's not over yet. However many gigs she does, they all expect her to be at her best.
It's by no means the image of a rock and roll lifestyle, but to be honest, I wouldn't really like to be famous. I enjoy living over here. I like it in our little caravan, but it does give you a little taste of what it'd be like to be a rock star. Here I am on the poster. Of course, it looks nothing like me in real life.
Please welcome onto the stage the one, the only, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you.
She's busy now, it's summer, but in the winter season, work dries up. Luckily, Maria's income picks up round Christmas as more people order family trees to give as gifts. So they manage to get by.
Have a beautiful done.
Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. It's got to be about 25 past now, and we're meant to be on the other one about 1/2 past. So go, go, go. See you in a bit. You quite often see a few of the other artists rushing between the gigs. It's mental because you're running down the street to your next gig and you're just like, keep going.
Please give it a big warm welcome, Jill Ryan.
Thank you.
In Benidorm, the going rate for singers is only around €60 per gig. Not that Jill gets to hang on to it for long.
I'm glad it's all over, but I'll get back to Maria now, and what'll happen is I have to hand all my wages over to her. That's the real. I go out and work and she just takes it all of me when I get back. But I like it like that because I'm not very good with money. I love it when I come down the street after a busy night and she's sat there waiting for me on the front. I love it. Oh, my feet are killing me. Okay. Cheers, baby. What are we watching?
How'd you get away with murder?
Great stuff.
Drag act Dusty Crack, aka James, is doing everything he can to save for a permanent home with his partner. He has a new gig performing as Amy Winehouse, but to make it a lucrative repeat booking, he needs to look convincing.
It will look Amy Winehouse, but slutty. Essentially, we're saving for the house, but you have to look the part when you're on stage. If I can reuse wigs and things like that, which saves money, then bonus. Here goes nothing.
He needs a black wig, so it's time to get the Joke Shop black hairspray on it. It's a risky move, as this wig is worth a few £100.
And there's no point doing it if it's going to look crap on stage, because, you know, people are still looking for the glitz, the glamour, and for you to look like the person you're trying to be. So hopefully this seems to be working.
The dogs don't seem so sure.
The only thing is, if when you're sweating on stage, you don't get a black face.
So far, so good, and instead of a new wig costing hundreds, this has cost...
Just buying 4 cans at 150 is a lot cheaper than going out and buying a 70, 80 euro wig, especially if you can wash it out and reuse it. I don't think that's too bad. It's got a bit more blonde there, but... And we're out of black dye. So, but there's going to be a scarf around that bit, so I'm not really bothered. But the front bit looks okay. She had a bit of grey, didn't she? So, well, she has now.
So now, the moment of truth.
Hi guys, Amy's here. I'm quite pleased with the outfit. It's quite amazing for, what, less than 10 euros. So, there you go. What can I say? Money in my pocket. Ka-ching.
James is happy, but will the punters tonight be just as convinced? If so, it could mean the dream house is much closer. At the White Star Bar, Dusty Crack is getting ready for the big Amy Winehouse debut show.
It's always really nerve-wracking when you're doing an artist for the first time, because you've got what you want to do in your head, but actually when you go out on stage, depending on the audience, things go totally different.
A regular gig like this will be a massive step to saving for a house, but only if the audience like him and his bargain outfit. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Cher, Liza Minnelli, Tina Turner, and now Amy Winehouse.
Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage the lovely Dusty Crack.
There's a full house. Will he be a hit? It's a positive reaction, but is it a lucrative new booking?
I think it went really, really well. I was really pleased with it myself. It was definitely worth the cost. Everyone had a good laugh. The atmosphere was amazing, and she'll definitely be back. I've got some gigs in Benidorm and around Benidorm. So Amy Winehouse will be out and about with Miss Dusty Crack and a few other well-known celebrities.
Benidorm at night is, well, it's like this.
We do things here that we wouldn't do at home. We get drunk, we eat good food, and just basically have fun.
The nightlife is very entertaining, crazy. Everyone's all on the same wavelength, drunk.
There are more than 2,000 bars and clubs offering everything from chaos to cabaret.
There's some good acts at night. There's Fruit Loaf.
Fruit Loaf? Meatloaf?
Every place you have entertainment in every pub, and I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Come on then, give him a big round of applause. I'm going to teach you some very simple choreography.
One of this season's must-see entertainers is relative newcomer drag act Ruby Rocks, otherwise known as Yorkshire lad Mark Ellis.
Can you do this? Oh, look at that, absolutely fantastic. You've got to use your hips as well. If you just use your hands, it's called something else.
Mark lives in nearby Albier, in an apartment he shares with his alter ego.
Where I lived before, Ruby was starting to take over my apartment, and I couldn't have that, so she needed her own room, which is what she's got now, which is this room.
And all the paraphernalia it takes to be a drag queen.
I've got these for a number of reasons, but more importantly, it's a gag. There we go. What do you mean you can't tell the difference? Right, okay. Still makes me laugh now. And they are dog toys, just in case you're wondering.
Former special needs support worker and part-time pub entertainer Mark left the UK for Spain 3 years ago. He had a dream of being a full-time performer, but no real plan.
When I was going to come out to Benidorm, I just thought, well, I either need to be a specific kind of act, like a tribute, maybe. I thought I'm a bit chubby to be a Michael Bublé. So I thought, well, I'll wear a dress instead. It was a bit like that, really. It is just so much fun doing what I do. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe I do this as a job. It's a right laugh.
Today, he's the resident drag act at Sinatra's in Benidorm's busy, bawdy Brit town. Like most working expats here, he's a grafter, working 6 nights a week.
Which hand are you going to use? Your left, that tells me a lot about you, mainly that you're left-handed. Now, I wouldn't let you touch it, Brian, but we haven't got enough antibacterial wipes, I'm afraid.
Now established on the entertainment scene, Mark's ramping things up and taking on a new challenge. With Benidorm Pride coming up, he's putting together a brand new musical production to perform in front of thousands.
I'm deciding to do this production with Pride with an original song. I want dancers. So if we need dancers, we need choreographer. Also, most importantly, I've got to work out what I'm going to wear.
Sounds simple, except Mark's got little or no extra cash for a budget and will have to juggle rehearsals around his work.
Oh, I'm worried. I am worried about this. This is a big challenge, a big undertaking. It's not something that's like done all the time.
It's going to mean pulling in a lot of favours. Nearby, Yorkshire drag artist Mark is planning his new Pride performance. The budget's tight, but he's got plenty of ambition and a theme.
I started playing with this double word like grace and gorgeous and mincing and mighty at one point. Just got all these different ideas, and that's where I caught on to this fierce and fearless. Once I got that, I thought, well, that needs to be the chorus, really, but sort of self-ownership with fierce and fearless, be your greatest self and own your place. We've got most of the lyrics down, and now it's like turning those lyrics into choreography for the main song.
Mark has roped in a choreographer and dancers at mates' rates, and now dance master Rafa's raunchy routine is ready for Ruby Rocks to rehearse.
Hi guys. Hello. How we doing? I'm very hot, very sweaty, excited, nervous and everything. So how are you doing, darling?
You're gonna sweat a lot.
I'm feeling really apprehensive because I'm not the world's best mover and I'm like, ugh. So I'm hoping that he's not gonna get me doing anything too complicated because that's my worry.
Touch my head for real and push me for real. Are you serious? Push me!
Really?
7.
You'll have to shout at me more.
7, 8, push. Ah! Good.
Really excited about this because I'm putting myself in this position where I think it'll feel fabulous if I can make a connection with people. Or people might just think like, what is this Ruby Rocks on about? Who does she think she is? Fierce and fearless, that's the whole theme of the song. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see simple move for the chorus and that I'm going to be able to do it and that the audience are going to be able to do it.
Ready at home? On your feet? Here we go.
Fierce. Cross and open. Strong. Yeah? Don't do it like that. Close a little bit. Like trying to show the muscles. Yeah? So basically...
I think what I'm starting to realise is the huge challenge, but also how important this is to me.
Fierce and fearless.
It's not only making me nervous, but it's making me proud as well. So I'm just hoping that I can pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think even I picked that up quickly enough.
Great! So proud of you.
One more time. Fierce and fearless.
Slay them with a painted face.
Fierce and fearless.
Yay! Yeah? You're really not a man, Anna. That's how you show muscles. That's holding a purse. That's fearless.
Okay.
It's an okay start, but 7 weeks to learn 20 minutes of moves whilst working every day is a big ask.
I'm optimistic, I'm excited, but I'm also apprehensive, and I can't shake that feeling. I am apprehensive. It'll be fine.
It's the day before Benidorm Pride and Mark is visiting the venue for the first time.
This has got the potential to be like the biggest achievement of my life. It probably will be the biggest audience I've ever performed in front of. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. That's high. That's a high up stage, isn't it? Gosh. I'm a bit taken aback. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, it's going to be fabulous, but how on earth are we going to get the scooter up there? Oh, no.
The show has a mobility scooter as its main prop, which throws up a slight problem.
Yeah. That is a concern. I keep on coming back to those steps and just thinking, they're not very scooter friendly, are they? That's not a ramp. You know, I was all excited and now I'm nervous. I need to talk to somebody. I hope they know who I am. It's just like, it's like, do you know who I am? It's Ruby Box. I don't know how we're going to get that on. Oh dear. I don't know where the scooter is. I need a key holder.
Mark, this could be the perfect time to try out your Spanish with event worker Sergio.
Hola. Hola. Have you got the llaves for the sí, for the scooter?
Muy bien, Mark. Muy bien.
I remember the word for key is llaves. I've been in this area for 3 years and I've never driven one of these ever. If I bash it, sorry to the people who kindly let us use it. I was actually waiting for it to make an engine noise. So what's backwards? How do you go backwards? That's forwards. Okay. Alrighty then. Right, so that's us going backwards.
Good start, and a slow reverse later reveals a solution.
Is that a ramp?
Looks like it.
There's a ramp there. Oh my goodness.
Do you need to go on the stage?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if you want, we can take out these lights and prepare this for lifting.
Okay, I'm a bit nervous about this now.
Well, that's one problem sorted, but it's led to another. Getting back down.
Ooh. Oh no. Why is it stuck? Why is it flashing? Oh. Why is it stopped? Right, I'll just turn it off and back on again. That's how you do everything.
You're not wrong, Mark.
That worked. Oh gosh, no wonder I've nearly been run over by these things so many times, man. Oh gosh. What a headache.
Next problem, where to keep the scooter on stage.
Are these going to be a key? Oh, no. Gone. They'll be gone.
Those Spanish lessons are paying off.
So maybe we can use the ramp to get it on early tomorrow, because these won't be here. Screen there.
Okay.
And the scooter here, so nobody will see it. Nobody will see it. Yeah, that'll work. Gracias.
Sorry about my English.
Sorry about my Spanish, and never mind anything else. Thank you, Sergio. That is a big relief, because I was starting to lose my mind a little bit. Unflappable, totally unflappable. I'll just have to hope that everything's all right. It should be, I think.
Mark's cream crackered, but there's no time to rest up, because today is Pride. With an hour to go before the event kicks off, Mark's booked in for one final rehearsal on the main stage.
I'm loaded up like a pack horse today. What a day, what a day.
He needs to drop the gear off backstage, but there's a problem.
Oh, that's a pest, isn't it? You'd have thought it'd have been open today, wouldn't you? But never mind.
After the rehearsal, Mark's been booked to appear on a float in the Pride Parade, and he needs to get into the dressing room to change.
Got about an hour before I'm due on the float, where I'm a drag supermodel superstar. Oh, it's all going beautifully. I'm just thrilled, utterly. I haven't got very long to get ready. Nah. Hi, boys.
At least Mark's dancers Rafa and Nino turn up on time.
Hiya.
Actually, nothing goes with the plan that we made. Everywhere we go, when you have to perform, there's always something that's not right, that is not what we expected.
54 minutes before I'm due on the float. When you see me later and I don't look great, don't judge me. Remember, it wasn't my fault.
The trio should be rehearsing on stage by now, but another act is overrunning and Mark's stress levels are hitting the roof.
This is the last chance to rehearse. There's just no other opportunity to do so. It's now 40 minutes before the parade starts. 40 minutes.
With the minutes ticking away, Rafa's had enough.
What'd you say?
She says, until you kick us off. And I say, okay, get out.
Eventually, the rehearsal gets underway, but it doesn't go well.
Ooh, that might happen. It's a nightmare not being able to hear it.
Just broke my heel there.
Sorry. But not like that, let's not fall. We always say that if you have a perfect rehearsal, that doesn't bode well for the show, where if you have a bad rehearsal, it means a good show. Let's hope it means that. Let's hope so, because that was very tricky.
Will they get it right on the night? And will Ruby make it to the parade?
I can't get on there.
Ah, with the grace of a gazelle, she's up.
Oh. Just made it, literally by seconds. And here we go, let's get started. She's got a mic in her hand, people in front of her. Let's do it. Happy Pride, Ruby Roxy, are you all right? Woo! I'm excited now I'm here. Make some noise! Woo! Happy Pride, everybody!
I love you, Benidorm!
Benidorm Pride is absolutely fantastic, my darling Bishop.
This is my first time in Benidorm and I just think everybody's accepting everything, which I think is wonderful.
We've been to Manchester Pride, but Benidorm Pride beats it all.
First time we've been here and it's absolutely brilliant.
Love the
Great
atmosphere.
It's fantastic.
Benidorm Pride! Yeah! We love Benidorm! Benidorm!
Something for everybody. That's Benidorm.
As twilight descends, Ruby has to get going. She's performing on the main Pride stage in a couple of hours' time, but the stress levels seem to have reduced a little bit for now.
Marvellous! I loved every second of that. And then it's phase 2. What a day! Loved it.
Club singer Jill Ryan will be joining Mark on stage.
Hi, Jill.
And making a grand entrance on the mobility scooter.
I'll put the scooter on snail pace, then they don't shoot off the stage.
Yeah.
You know, E.T. style, silhouetted against the moon.
But there's a problem. The stage manager says the scooter's too heavy to lift on stage.
Sammy's saying no go with the scooter, because you can't lift it on stage.
It's got to go on. It's got to go on. I'll lift it on myself. I will lift the thing up. It's got to go on, Jill. It's got to go on.
Mark's not having it. These drag queens are feisty folk, you know.
Right, so if we can lift it...
We'll be all right.
Right.
Jill Ryan, the hero of the day, lifted the scooter.
And with all hands on deck, the problem is sorted. Mark transforms into Ruby Rocks and the nerves start to kick in.
Getting very close to stage time, I am terrified. So nervous. I'm so nervous.
With only a few minutes to go, the outfit is complete. And despite having just a tiny budget to work with, costume designer Graham has worked wonders.
Wow. I don't feel a bit emotional now I've seen that.
The dancers are warming up. Well, they're showing off, to be honest. And it's time to roll.
Please give a warm welcome to the gorgeous Miss Ruby Rocks.
Okay, here we go. Fierce appeal, slaver with a painted face. Just be yourself and own your place. Love yourself no matter what they say. It felt like I was on stage for 10 seconds. It was like a dream. I'm stunned. Wow, what an amazing feeling.
The last few weeks have been a really hard slog for Mark, but it's been worth it.
I've just performed a song that I've written the lyrics to on a stage in front of all those people. I can't get my head around it.
And the name of the event has a particular resonance this year.
I feel proud of myself. And that's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling.
One of the big pulls of Benidorm is the non-stop on-tap entertainment. And it's an absolute penny bargain, being completely free almost everywhere you go.
You don't have to go to look for entertainment because the entertainment is there waiting for you to select as you just wander the streets.
There's lots of good bands, drag acts, comedy acts, comedians, impersonators, and they're all very good.
If you wanted to, you could see at least 6 or 7 entertainers a night.
And it's free. You don't pay to go in. That's what I like.
And wherever you are in the town, you're never likely to be very far from a drag artist.
The drag acts are very good, very professional.
We've seen a few drag queens here in Benidorm. They're funny, they're good to watch. Yeah. They're good to watch, they're a good laugh.
Oh God, I'm desperate to see a drag show.
If somebody recommends me one that's really funny, I would go and see them.
But I don't know if they're meant to be funny, they're meant to be singers, entertainers.
Yeah, I think they can be both.
Can they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. Well, let's get the show on the road. Here we go. Another night, another dollar.
Being a drag artist in Benidorm requires a serious amount of graft behind all of the glam. It's 8 p.m. and Colin Brown, aka Miss Coco Chanel, is heading out for the first of 2 shows he'll be performing this evening.
Here's my car, little Fanny, that's what I call her.
Colin came to Spain 6 years ago from Edinburgh, and his high-energy stage show is now one of the most popular tickets in town.
You have to kind of adapt your shows to the venues that you're going to, because if you're doing the hotels at 9 o'clock, you've still got the kids.
Colin does between 4 and 10 shows every week.
Let's go, set up in the dressing room now.
And backstage is often a bit of a squeeze.
This is one of the glorious dressing rooms here at Cafe Benidorm. This is the glamorous world of show business. Look, it's like a cupboard that I'm changing in.
Entertainers in Benidorm earn anything between 50 and 150 quid a show, depending on the venue and the size of the crowd.
This is Shirley Bass, meant to be. It's like roadkill just now, but...
But the general public don't need to put their hands in their pockets.
I think there's probably nowhere in Spain like Benidorm where you can go to any venue you want. They've got maybe like 5 or 6 shows on a night. You're walking at the venue, it's free. You don't need to buy a drink. You could even just buy a bottle of water if you wanted to. You could even go around to all the free bars and get the free shots if you wanted to just do that and watch the shows.
Even if the audience is getting a freebie, Colin's found a way to squeeze a few extra euros out of some of them.
I maybe sell maybe 10 DVDs in a night, and they're sold at 10 euros a DVD, and I pay €2.50 for it getting made, so it's £7.50 profit. So if I'm doing that some nights, it's an extra show pretty much, yeah.
A few last-minute makeup touch-ups.
Make them laugh, hopefully.
And it's time to hit the lights.
Don't worry about your kids watching shows like this, because I used to watch them all the time and I've turned out just fine.
Coco's act is a whirl of onstage antics and backstage frantics.
Oops.
The constant competition in the Benidorm entertainment game means every show could be the last.
Obviously your name outside the board is on chalk, so you could just be like erased to the chalk and to be replaced by someone else tomorrow who's maybe went in as a cheaper act. And that happens a lot in Benidorm. A lot of people undercut you just for it to get some work.
Coco's high-octane performance comes to an end, and it looks like the crowd has been wowed.
Thank you so much. I think I've lost a few pounds, hopefully.
Colin needs to be at his next venue in just 15 minutes, so there's no time to chill out backstage.
Definitely earn my money. Work hard for my money, that's for sure.
Still time to sell a few DVDs. But then it's time to hot-foot it to the next venue.
I'm buzzing, ready for the next one, so let's get on with the show. Need to go. Bye!
Us Brits say we come to Benidorm for the beaches and the sunshine, and maybe even the tapas. But we really come for the nightlife.
Yeah, fantastic. The comedians are out of this world.
The drag acts are very good.
Everywhere you go, there's turns on, and they're really good turns.
Seen a drag act, and she was really funny, or he was really funny. It was, that was really funny. It was a really funny act.
It's just fantastic entertainment, and it's all free.
And one of Betty's brightest stars is drag act Ruby Rocks.
Oh, am I? Not Stewart. I don't know why I'm on there.
Only 4 years after arriving in Benidorm, Ruby Rocks, aka Leeds lad Mark Ellis, now has a coveted residency at Sinatra's, performing 6 nights a week, and is pulling in the big bucks as one of the best and hardest working top talents in town.
Well, it's been so busy. There's been the usual shows at Sinatra's, and there's been quite a lot of new work offers coming in, so I've been trying to work out what to do with that. So things are going very well at the moment. I'm really happy.
But with competition in the cabaret scene fierce in Benidorm, every act needs to be ahead of the game, and Mark has a bold new idea to keep his show fresh.
So my idea is to create a video showing off some of my talents, so I think that that's like the next step for me.
And the theme of the video?
Girls Just Want to Have Fun, by Cyndi Lauper, a song that I can relate to a lot, and we think that we can have a lot of fun with it.
To help film it, he's roped in novel writers and part-time video makers Bate and Devlin, or his old mates Simon and Chunks, as they're more commonly known.
So this is the centre of operations, is it? So, you know that I was talking about wanting to put something together as almost like a pilot that could then be used to promote me and my show.
Are you wanting that as a lead up to your show?
It could either be when I do costume changes or as a lead-in.
Producer and director attached. Next, wardrobe. Step up Mark's regular go-to guy, former Tim Burton movie puppet and prop maker, Graham Maiden.
With these wigs, they're stitched in lines. So what we're going to do is cut there and there and start stitching it in to get the height and the colour going through.
Together, they're going to make a Cyndi Lauper wig for next to nothing.
I'm happy with keeping the budget at €300, something like that, which to produce a video, I think is quite something, really. And it's about looking at the ways of cutting corners but not cutting on the quality of the end product. And that is where, if you know somebody who's got good skills, they can do that. And the person with the great skills isn't me.
It's like a monkey with a stick trying to get ants out of a owl.
You're horrible.
He's a great talent. I could never do what he does on stage. He's incredible. But put a needle and thread in front of him or a light bulb, he hasn't got a clue.
I feel like I've been left to my own devices for quite a long time here.
Really?
Yeah, well, no, what if I'm doing it wrong?
Oh, thank God you weren't on Apollo 13.
Oh, dear.
I reckon Mark's probably best left just being the star of the video.
Oh, dear me. I think I'll have to have some time off after this.
See what I mean? Up the coast in nearby fancy Albia, it's day one of Mark Ellis's, aka Ruby Rocks' video shoot, and he's roped in his friend Wendy for free to run makeup and costume. Oh, and he's already behind schedule.
And the pressure's on because I'm supposed to be dressed as Tina Turner in like an hour.
Always does this.
Right, okay, let's get naked.
Tell me when you're ready and I'll pass you your wig.
Oh, it's so short. So short.
Let's have a look. We can have a quick look.
Come on, let's see, Mark, come on.
Let's have a look. It's fine. It's fine.
What do you think?
She wore them short.
Yeah, but she won't build like me, will she?
Well, not quite, but you look great. You've got the moves and everything. Oh, you're simply the best.
I feel like an utter tart in this. Are you joking?
Your words, not mine.
Unfortunately, I've got great legs, so that's fine. Come on, let's go. Ladies first.
A quick high heel hobble away is today's location for the opening shots of the video.
These shoes. I gotta get up these steps.
Camera crew Simon and Chunks are ready, so it's time to turn Tina Ruby Turner into a narky waitress in a Benidorm cafe.
We're going to get you coming out with your plate of chips, and then you get your phone call. Right, have you got your plate of chips and your burger?
Burger, chips, action.
Phone call. No. You need to stop and take your phone out. Action. Phone call, stop. It looked like you weren't doing anything with the phone.
Am I looking at the phone or answering it?
You come out like that and you're all happy because your mate's on the phone.
I'm gonna have a few chips though first.
Do you want any sweat?
No. I need a chip.
Action.
He's not gonna have any chips left.
It's time consuming this, isn't it?
Action.
But it wouldn't be a diva shoot without a bit of divaness.
What's doing my head in is this pocket, because I can't get the phone back in the pocket.
James Nesbitt's just like this.
Pretty brown then.
But then, please put it back in. No, because I've then got to put it back in. No, it said I've got to put it back in.
Carry on the call, yeah?
Even when I'm going out?
Throw the plate down, grab some chips, walk out.
All right, yeah, I think I've got it.
It's midnight in the heart of Benidorm's Brit town and time for Chunks and Mark Ellis's video shoot.
Hi. Yeah, hi.
Scene 2, Britney Spears at the pole dancing club. Well, obviously.
Shantika's going to show you some moves on the pole as well.
Okay.
Okay. Quickly, go and get changed. Makeup on, let's go.
But it takes time to go from Mark to Britney Ruby Spears.
I'm excited. I want to do the dancing in the window. I don't want to be messing about putting his makeup on. I just want to get it done.
She's ready and it's showtime. First up, a little bit of direction from Chunks.
Swinging round, do a little bit of movement. I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's when you get the call.
Okay, where can I put this? Because there's all sorts of them in there at the moment.
Oh, sandwich. Is the kebab in there?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Followed by a personal pole practice session from Shantika. Might be best to just improvise, Mark? He's got some moves, but not many, but it's working.
It's fabulous. He should have my job. He gets more attention than me.
And she's not the only one that thinks so.
Belting, great, isn't it? Funny as.
He's doing really well, actually. He's drawn a big crowd, so that's good.
Come on, give Ruby a round of applause.
You know what? It's been like a bit of a day, a lot of a day, but it's starting to get really fun this. I'm having a ball. I'm really enjoying myself now. I like being in that window. Right, back in the window it is.
Oops, he's doing it again.
Girls, are you ready? Girls of a kind.
The idea for this bit is Cindy Ruby Lauper and all her famous stunt rubies are on the town for a messy night out. Standard.
Trying to control 4 people now that I haven't got a clue. It's going to be fun. But yeah, it's doing all right. We're doing all right. I know it's hard to see in those, but you look like The Walking Dead. It's like zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Oops, someone's dropped a boob.
Disaster. I've got it back now. I've got it back. I feel complete again.
Here's hoping, after another hour of take after take of hobbling fellas in frocks, it's time for the last shot of the night. A ruby reveal, if you will. Wardrobe, we need a better idea.
So we've had to put a little bit more of a slit in, but we're going to go from the top this time.
Action. That's more like it. Oh, my eyes.
that a rat? Let's go home. Is that a rat? That's a rat. That's a rat. I'm not eating this. It's possum.
2 shoots done, how much is in the can?
We've probably got about 30, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a big chunk of...
You know, over like 3.5 minute video. Yeah, we're probably getting towards a minute now.
Wouldn't go that far.
Ruby just wanted to have fun, has she?
I'm very pleased and I really enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. I'm looking forward to doing the rest of it now. Yeah, I'm just going to have loads of fun with it because girls just want to have fun.
Hola, Pete. Hola, Al. Hola.
One resident who everyone knows at the campsite is 53-year-old DJ Noel Levy from Northampton.
So home from home.
Noel parked up his motorhome in February 2013.
Inside every home you need a bathroom, shower, wash basin and toilet. Always clean, always immaculate. We never do a number 2 in that bathroom, always a number 1.
Too much information, Noel. But thankfully his pitch is close to the communal toilets.
This converts, you can have it as a table or obviously as a bed. There's a cab there, if you're driving, obviously, TV. Little kitchen, which is what we use most of the year. But if you can imagine cooking a chicken in that oven in here in 40 degrees outside, you feel like you're going to faint.
Nice shirt, Noel.
This is the living area. This is where we wind down. In the summer, we do sleep out here because it's too hot to sleep inside the motorhome. I was paying between £1,500 and £2,000 a month to stay in the UK. Here, it's a third of the price. It's so much cheaper, so much less stressful. Spain's the place to be, especially for me as an entertainer.
Noel's got a regular DJ gig at the campsite bar Mario's once a week, and he takes requests.
You name it, reggae, soul, funk, Spanish, French. If it's good, I'll play it. Even if it's not good, I'll play it for the people. Started from when I was really 3-4 years old. I mean, I come from a broken family, so music for me was an escape. It was the place to be. If there was problems in my life, I'd sit down, listen to Radio Luxembourg, you name it, all the old time programmes. And I used to love Michael Jackson.
And whilst the DJing puts food on the table, Noel has a bigger dream.
I'm on a 10-year plan. I'm in year 6 of it, and hopefully over the next 2 years, I should have my own bar for a couple of years.
And Noel has just landed a gig that might just move him a step closer to achieving his 10-year goal. Tomorrow, he will DJ at the Nugs San Juan Festival.
For me, as a DJ, this is by far one of the biggest jobs that I do in a year.
The festival is celebrated annually. It marks the beginning of summer with bonfires and fireworks on the beach, as well as music.
San Juan is the best place to be. It's going to be very busy, and I do mean very busy. 800 sitting down for a meal, 1,200 dancing. That's a fiesta.
It's the day of the Nugs San Juan Festival.
The man's on today.
And campsite resident Noel has gone Nugs.
My DJ name is DJ Nugs, ESP.
Extrasensory perception? Ah, of course, España.
And you know what? They know how to party here, mate, I tell you.
Noel is gearing up to play his biggest DJ set of the year.
And this is what it's all about. Music's my life. Music is what puts food on my table. Without it, I wouldn't be here. Simple as that.
And with an ambition to one day run his own bar, gigs like this could certainly help him on his way.
It's big, it's massive for me. Today is massive.
The pressure's on, but unfortunately for Noel, a massive gig means massive amounts of gear.
I think we're going to have problems with these lights, mate. The biggest problem really is you've got to make the kit safe. And later on they're all going to be drunk, so you can imagine they'll be falling all over the place.
It's not helped by that well-known structure of stability, sand.
What it needs is a bit of board under it or something, doesn't it?
Good thinking.
Improvise, have a look round and see what you can find. I've lost a lot of kit down here over the years. To sand, wind, there's lots of things can kill your equipment down here.
Whilst the climate causes concern, what Noel definitely can't work without is power.
We're going to require a few plug sockets today.
An unplugged silent disco would be a disaster, but thankfully Noel speaks a persuasive level of Spanglish.
This can reach it. No, but we can go around the back there. Oh, here, look, Dionisio. Look. Oh, no, the fridge.
That's speaking in a silly accent to me and you.
Okay, she's not serving from here, no? She's not working.
And surprisingly, it's worked.
Now I've got power. Whether it's good power is another story, but I've now got power. Do you know what they say about the electricity in Spain, don't you?
No, do tell.
Here 1 minute, gone the next.
And the next minute, it's Noel who's gone to corral some seasoned San Juaners.
They are party animals from Doncaster, ain't you, ladies?
And every year we come down here and it's absolutely amazing. Anything goes.
And that's even if you're not sure where you've gone.
Lisa told everybody we were coming to a sardine festival. We thought we were here to celebrate the sardines.
Sadly, all fish festivities are off tonight's menu. But Noel is promising.
It's crazy, it's loud, it's mad, but I'll tell you what, you feel much better for it in the morning.
So, with the party powered up and ready to go, it's time for DJ Nugs to make his grand entrance. Very dapper. As the night draws in on the Costa coastline, the San Juan Festival is in full swing.
We've got a special treat for you tonight.
And Noel, aka DJ Nugs, is wowing the crowd.
Are you having a good time, folks?
Any concerns about the power outages have been blown away, and Noel is in the groove.
I'm getting absolute for songs. I'm having a great time.
It's a roaring success, even if the approach to childcare is a bit extreme.
It's just really lovely. Really, really lovely.
We're getting married in July and, you know, it's just a fantastic celebration.
It's one of them places, you know, you can't get enough of it.
Noel may be feeling the heat, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
There's no better feeling like it, mate. This is what I come here to Spain for, and this is what I enjoy it, so I love it.